Congressional candidate George Phillips is taking issue with an ad being run in support of Anthony Brindisi's re-election. Phillips says the commercial is both misleading and hypocritical. He says Democrat Brindisi is taking credit for legislation that was first introduced by his Republican predecessor, Claudia Tenney. And Phillips blasted Brindisi for suggesting he's working with President Trump when he voted to impeach him. As for his contest with Tenney for the GOP nomination, Phillips says former Broome County DA Steve Cornwell's decision to drop out of the race last week does not make Tenney the presumptive nominee. Phillips says he offers an alternative to voters who rejected Tenney 2 years ago.
One, do you want a fresh face? We put all this effort behind her last time. She could not beat Brindisi. I know some around here are saying, George, you're not necessarily a fresh face, but against Brindisi in most of this district, I am. Tenney's been through so many tough races here. Her negatives are just too high to win, so I'm the best candidate to take on Brindisi.
Phillips also has a different perspective on campaign funding numbers that were released recently that showed Brindisi raising $900,000 in the fourth quarter of last year, Tenney raising $300,000, and his campaign garnering $30,000. He says $60,000 of what Tenney brought in was a transfer from an older campaign account, and that the disparity seems much smaller when you compare the remaining $240,000 to the $180,000 that he has raised since announcing his campaign early last year. And you can see the full news conference that Phillips held at our website, binghamtonhomepage.com.